Hello and welcome back to the Discover Inclusion YouTube channel. On this channel we focus on helping you guys understand more about the resources that we create, how we create them and the research that goes into them. If you find this video interesting, please like and subscribe so that you get notifications when any new videos are posted. Today we're going to be looking at the new Bumper Book of Creative Learning. The Bumper Book of Creative Learning is designed to support families at home with learning in a playful, interesting and creative way. We use diversity and inclusion as core principles through the book, including a variety of illustrations, photos and activities that support children in different areas of their life and across their learning. The Bumper Book is split into 12 chapters. Each covers a subject area or area of interest for your child. This includes subjects like phonics and numeracy, all the way to life skills and communication. The activities in this book nurture your child's creativity and curiosity, bridging the gap between learning and fun, which is something we see a lot in early years and reception classes in schools. But as children get older, it tends to be replaced by sit-down lessons. The Bumper Book is for anybody who has children at home, families, carers, guardians, but also those who homeschool, nannies, babysitters, childminders, people who are engaging children and are hoping to improve their cognition and learning at the same time. There is always the question of why this book? Why should you invest in the Bumper Book for creative learning over any other activity book? The first thing is this is designed to be inclusive. So children and young people who have physical disabilities or neurodivergences are accounted for within the activities in this book. Instead of focusing on a single niche, this book allows you to explore 12 different areas in a much broader sense, but also the activities can be adapted or changed to suit the environment, the age or the ability of your child. There are also clear links to the national curriculum at early years and Key Stage 1 level. For example, when we teach phonics in schools, often books are sent home to be read with parents and guardians, or activities like learning spellings for spelling tests. These things can often be quite difficult, especially when they're repetitive week after week. We hope that by using interesting and creative activities, we can support you to support your child in doing these activities and building their skills and knowledge to reach that end goal. There are two main ways to look at this book. The first way is as a time filler, flicking through the book and finding an activity that's suitable to the amount of time and the energy that you've got, as well as the resources available to you. The second option is creating an extended version of an activity, not just completing what is said on the page, but adding in other areas. For example, we've got an activity here. Activity 6 in the maths section is making shapes out of Play-Doh. Your child may enjoy making the shapes out of Play-Doh, but what else could you do? Could you try making the shapes out of cookie dough, seeing what happens when they're cooked, whether they stay the same shape, whether it changes? What might happen if you did it in biscuit instead? Can you try one person making the shape in Play-Doh and the other person guessing what shape they've made? Or one person drawing a variety of shapes to create an object that the other person then has to build using Play-Doh. In the science chapter, we can take any of the activities and create an elongated activity, including a hypothesis, what we expect to happen, completing the experiment and seeing whether or not our hypothesis was correct, and then making a change to something to see what would happen if we do something differently. If we take activity 5, absorbing sugar cubes, you put some sugar cubes in coloured water, in food colouring in water, and see how many sugar cubes the water goes up by tracking where the colour is. Some of the questions that the activity book provides are things like, does it matter if you put the sugar cubes in a different formation? For example, instead of a straight tower, what if you build a pyramid? Another thing you could try is it different for different colours? So if you try red food colouring, does that go further up the sugar cubes than, for example, blue food colouring? Another option might be to change the type of sugar cubes. Is it better with white or with brown sugar cubes? Is it easier to track the colour change in white or in brown sugar cubes? And not only is this an experiment, if your child is learning to read and write, or is trying to improve their handwriting, or loves drawing pictures, can you turn this into an activity where they write up their findings, or they draw pictures of the different stages? Another way to do this is taking photos as you go through, or videos, and then talking about them and showing a friend or another member of the family what you did and how you did it. And some of the activities, for example, in the health and our body section, can be extended across a much longer period of time. For example, if we start with activity 10, looking at our emotions by organising activities into emotion boxes, how can we use this day to day? Once we've done the initial activity, what can we do to extend this understanding of our own emotions into our everyday life? This isn't to say that every time you pick up the book, you have to complete a really in-depth activity. Some of them can just take 5 minutes, and most of them you can do multiple times. Maybe the first time you just pick it up and have fun, but you go back to it later and try lots of different options of how to complete the activity. And it doesn't have to stop with the ideas that are mentioned within the book. Maybe your child or young person is able to think of their own activities or ideas of how they could change or extend the activities included. My hope for the book is that it gives people a chance to have pre-chosen activities in a variety of areas that they know is created by somebody who understands children, young people, and by somebody who aims for inclusion within their work. Not only are the activities fun and engaging, but hopefully they give a chance for parents, guardians, carers to take some time and engage with their child or young person and give them a really valuable experience that supports their learning. If you are interested in buying a copy of the book, it's available on Amazon. The link is down below. If you've still got questions or you don't think it's quite right for you, you're more than welcome to send me an email or message us on social media, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for watching.